Hello, everybody. How's it going? My name is Jared Fuller, aka the Jared Bear. This is a Sunday video update. Today's date is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. A lot to go over this week. I have to take I have to take a sinus thing here, a little pill. It's going to help stop the drainage going on right now. I tried to open it before I went live, but I couldn't because for some reason these are very stingy and stubborn. Well, I know the reason. It's all childproof, but there's a lot to go over this week, and I'm going to get squared away on that right now. So usually Dad and Amy are here. They are gone this week, and I thank all of you for joining me. The chat log is open. So feel free to come on in, join in on the conversation, or get the fuck off, boot to purple oblivion. That's my favorite saying. So there is a lot to go over this week. If I can, first of all, just get this stupid thing opened. Fuck it. I'll tinker with that later. But anyway, I hope you've all been doing well. I'm flying solo this week. As I point out, Dad and Amy are out taking care of some other things. And so you get just me this week. A lot to go over. First of all, a programming note. I will be gone for the next 2 weeks. Next week being Easter Sunday, so there will be no Sunday video update next Sunday. And then the Sunday preceding that, there will also not be a Sunday video update because I'll be out of the state on that Sunday. So I won't be back until the 23rd. After today, the next Sunday video update will be on the 23rd of April. Sorry to inconvenience anyone, but I will be out of the state in a couple weeks. So I got some people to meet, things to do. And of course, I want to just take off next Sunday because it's Easter. I'm going to be very busy that day. I'm going to be, spending time with the family. I got a dinner to prepare. And so, and I've got some other business to take care of on that day, on the morning of. So I'm not going to have a chance to do the Sunday video update. I will be entirely too busy next week. So the next 2 weeks after today, no Sunday video update on the 9th and no Sunday video update on the 16th, because on the 16th, on that weekend, I'll be gone. So there is there is a lot to get to. I visited with my mom last week, and it was a nice visit. She was happy to see me, but she's in a lot of pain, and of course, goes without saying, she's scared. And so I went to visit with her for a while to keep her spirits up, to keep her laughing and smiling, and to to reassure her that everything's going to be okay. And so I was there for that. She's going to be starting treatment soon. I was told that she has another surgery coming up before they can do the chemo. So I'm not even sure now because the story's changed so much. Just like I found out that just like I found out that someone told me, I don't know how true this is, but I was told last night that my mom will be getting her treatments in Midland instead of Mount Pleasant, as I originally projected and as she actually told me. So either someone's getting the information wrong, or something had changed and I wasn't made aware of this. So either way, I will find out. I will talk with my mom today to find out the latest, to get the scoop on what's going on. She will be starting treatment soon, and of course, she's scared. I mean, she had to watch me go through that when I was just 2 years old. So she knows what to expect, and all these people on Facebook are telling her, oh, this is what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if they do it without thinking about what they're saying, or if they're just not aware that I had cancer when I was a child, and she had to watch me go through the same thing. So they're not telling her anything that she doesn't already fucking know, but thinks anyway. And yeah, there are times when I've had to kind of push back on some people on her post, because just reminding them that, hey, she knows what this is going to do to her. She's very well aware of the effects of chemo. and radiation because she's had to watch me go through it. She's very aware, but thanks. Um, and I understand that maybe they just don't know what else to say and they're trying to console her and to keep her spirits up, which is fine. I'm cool with that. But there just comes a point where you got to tell people, hey, you're preaching to the fucking choir here. Just please, just please be quiet and, wish her the best, but don't tell her what she will expect to happen because she's already fucking aware of what is going to happen. She knows what's down the pike. So, um, yeah, just keep your comments to yourself. I finally got that thing open. I'm such a sloppy drinker. Give me 1 second, guys. I am such a sloppy drinker. Sorry about that. It was a cup of coffee. I had to wash it down with some coffee, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, so my mom knows what's going to happen. She knows what to expect, and you know, um, I'm just trying to keep her spirits up, and I'm just trying to keep her smiling and laughing, and you know, um, not so much dwelling on the negative, although she's going to do that anyway. But I'm going to try to be there for her as much as I can. And it's kind of hard for me to talk about because it's a difficult subject to talk about for anybody. And I try not to dwell on the negative, and I'm trying to not get her to focus so much on the negative. Focus on the positive. Be positive. You're going to beat this thing. Um, but I'm not going to tell her what to expect because, like I said, she's already aware of what she's going to expect. Um, but anyway, so I hope you all had a great week. Um, my week was, other than that, um, I had almost a misunderstanding with a friend of mine because this person, I'm not going to say names, had decided to downsize their Facebook, and I wasn't sure what was going on. Like, okay, why are you just suddenly out of the blue downsizing your Facebook? And so I emailed this person. I said, well, was it something I said? Did I do something wrong, or what was it? What decided, what made you decide to downsize your Facebook? At first, this person says, well, I don't feel like I have to explain. And it's like, no, 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 no. You're not going to fucking pull that with me. Let's have a conversation. Now that you got the high school jibber jabber out of your system and out of the way, let's have an adult conversation. And that's when I said, well, was it something I said? Was it something I done? And she says, no, I'm not upset with you. It's nothing you did. But I just wanted to downsize my Facebook more to a local, to the people that I know and not make it so public and open to everybody. And I was like, okay, if you would have just said that, it would have saved the trouble of, getting snooty and you know, engaging in condescension and saying, well, I don't feel I have to explain myself, which at that moment when she actually told me why she did it, why she downsized, it was then that I knew that once again, I'm once again right. I'm correct. That when you talk out differences or when there's a misunderstanding and you talk out a misunderstanding, it solves a lot of problem and it saves a lot of headache. And I was able to accomplish that feat the other day. And although, yeah, I'm kind of bummed out that this person had deleted me off their Facebook after, we had talked, we shared a lot of, details and we kept a lot of things between just the two of us. Um, I was still a bit bummed out that this person would just drop me And I guess as it turns out, this person deleted like 200 other people off their Facebook. Um, so yeah, it was a massive drop. Um, it was a massive downsize of the Facebook account. But in any event, and as I pointed out previously, I don't live on Facebook. I don't live on Facebook, so it's not like I'm sitting behind a computer screen or my iPhone daily, day after day, day in and day out, deciding who I'm gonna go through and give the cut. Well, I'll keep this person, this person, this person. Oh, but I'll delete him, her, and him and her, and then keep the rest of the 10. Um, I don't live on social media. I don't have that kind of time or that kind of patience to actually go through because I actually value each and every friend I have, even if there are people that I have not met in person. That's going to change eventually. I plan on meeting up with them and spending a weekend or spending an afternoon with them. Um, but to just go through and scroll through social media like a mindless lab rat is kind of it's just to me repetitive. Because I don't know how anyone can have that kind of time in a day to sit there and just go through inventory on their Facebook friends list. To me, it sounds like someone has a lot of time on their hands when they do this. And I'm not, this isn't about that person, but I'm just saying that I'm not someone who's going to sit all day long and decide who's going to stay and who's going to go. To me, it's kind of pointless because I value and cherish all my friendships. And, conflict resolution does work. It's proven effective, which is why I stick to it. If there is a misunderstanding, let's have the conversation instead of engaging in this high school bullshit about, oh, I don't feel I need to explain myself. Well, you're too mature for that, or at least I thought. You've moved beyond this. So let's have a conversation. Let's be adults about this. Um, but there's no hard feelings with this person. I'm not mad or upset at them, and they're not mad or upset with me. Although now they might might have some objection to something I've said. But in any event, I don't sit behind a computer and just not make use of my day. I've got a whole bunch of other shit going on that I need to take care of and things I need to get squared away. I'm always a busy person, and oh, my voice is scratchy. I'm always a busy person, and I'm just doing the best I can every day. I try to be there for everyone, and although I can't be there for everyone, but um, I'm just me. I'm just doing my thing, and I'm trying to be fair and balanced with everybody, and I try to treat everyone with the same amount of love and respect as the next person. Um, but yesterday I was gone, not to give too much detail, but I was gone yesterday. I attended a fundraiser, and that was fun. Got to meet some cool people. And um, yesterday, after I got home from that fundraiser, I just decided to write in my journal for the rest of the night. It was pretty cool, actually. It was nice. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. There's a couple of deaths that I need to announce. They're not national, they're kind of local. They're people that I knew, people I've been acquainted with. Oh, God, I'm sorry, guys. Um, First person is her name was Peggy, and she was also friends with one of my cancer mom friends that I'm still friends with, by the way. Her name was Peggy. She passed away. She had a plethora of health issues, and I've met her a couple times. I've been to the cancer mom that I mentioned. I've been to her son's birthday parties, and Peggy was always there. She would always be one of the attendees, and she was always just as charming and as sweet to me as she's always been or ever been since the day I met her. She passed away, and she had a long laundry list of health issues, and I was really heartbroken to read of her passing. And my love and condolences go out to her family, by the way. And there was another young man who passed away. And I it kind of makes sense now because this person, I was always wondering why I would never see him at Miracle Treat Day when Dairy Queen had their Miracle Treat Day, because I always go to Flint for Miracle Treat Day. And for those of you who are not familiar with that, Dairy Queen has an event, a national event called Miracle Treat Day, where all the money they make, all the money they make goes to Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Um, and this young man I'm referring to, his name is Drew Foster. He passed away on March 30th. He was only 23 years old, just a young guy. He too also had a plethora of health issues. And I will never forget the first time I met him. He was just an awesome kid. He was probably, I would say he was about 15 when I first met him. 15 or 16, I think, maybe, around in there somewhere. Um, because back then I was really heavy into childhood cancer awareness. So it was about, I'd say around 2015, 2016 when I first met Drew. Um, he was in a wheelchair. I don't know the extent of his medical issues. I just know that he was in a wheelchair, and he passed away at the age of 23 on March 30th. And I just found out. I think I found. Yeah, it was this morning. I found out. I'm questioning myself here. I found out this morning from another friend of mine who works at the local children's hospital that Drew had passed away. And my love and condolences go out to the Foster family. Cremation is set to take place. So after his service, and they're going to have a little celebration of life, they're going to cremate him. So he was a hell of a kid. I remember the first time I ever met him, he talked about fishing. He loved the outdoors. And fishing was his mantra. He loved to fish. And he was just a one of a kind. He brought so much joy and love and light to people's lives. And I'm really gonna miss him. He was an awesome kid. He was an awesome kid. I was always happy to see him at the events at the children's hospital and at Miracle Treat Day. I was always happy to see him. He was really just super cool, awesome kid. Uh, I'm gonna miss him. So Peggy and Drew, yeah, just a couple of awesome people that I knew, and yeah, I'm really just heartbroken. I'm gutted at the fact that I'm losing so many people that I've known for any number of years, and um, yeah, it's just a shame. It's really just a shame. So this week, I have a doctor appointment. Well, it's actually more like an eye doctor appointment in St. Charles at 9:30 in the morning on Dad's birthday. Which, by the way, if you happen to see my dad at all this week, be sure to wish him a happy birthday because his birthday will be on April 6th. He'll be 65 on Thursday. So if you happen to see my dad around town anywhere, be sure to wish him a happy birthday. I'm sure he would appreciate that. um, and I think that's about it. I think that's really all that's happening this week. I might go to Billy's tomorrow night. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't made up my mind yet. Um, what else? Oh, tonight is the Sunday flashback with Dan Richards on 103.9 The Fox. They call it the Fox Sunday Flashback. As a matter of fact, I'll leave a link in the chat log here if I can find my trusty eyeballs. Okay. Now, it starts at 7 o'clock tonight and goes until 11 o'clock. So it's more like outlaw country. It's a mixture of country music and rock, or country rock, I guess. It's more like on the cusp of like southern rock, outlaw country kind of. And Paul O'Grady died at 67. Another loss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for that link right now. 103.9 The Fox. Okay. And I'm going to put the link to the the website in my chat log in the chat over here. And then all you got to do is click on listen live and it'll take you right to the the on-air show. So let's see. Listen live to 103.9 The Fox. And I'm pretty sure you can listen from anywhere in the world. So there you go. The link is now in the chat log. So 7 o'clock tonight is the Fox Sunday Flashback with Dan Richards. And, ooh, man, why is my voice is cracky? I don't know why. But he will be starting his show at 7 o'clock, and it'll go until 11 o'clock Eastern. So make sure you tune in. Save that in your favorites on your computer, or if you're able to do so on your electronic device. Yeah, so got that going tonight. Yeah, I don't really know what else is going to be happening this week. I play everything by ear if I don't have any other plans written in stone or set in stone. But yeah, I've got just a doctor appointment this week on the 6th. I don't know what. I don't think there is anything else happening this week. I'm planning a trip, and I'm not saying where, and I'm not going to say to whom or to see whom, but I'm going to be planning another trip to meet some more important people. They live in a state not too far away from me. I'm not going to even name the state or the name of the town because, people like to watch and they like to report back. So I'm just going to say that there's some other people I'm going to be meeting, and we're still ironing out some plans and details on where to meet up and hang out and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm trying to make this year one of the best years possible that I can, because I had spent so much time thinking to myself, why do people believe things when they have no good reason to believe it? And when they hear things about me, they ostensibly believe this without actually investigating and asking questions and saying, why would you say this about him if it's not true, kind of a thing. No one ever really does that except for the people that I'm really super close to, people that I've had conversations with, people I've actually met several times in person. You can't convince certain people of things without actual demonstrating the validity of the claim you're making. And so I for a while, I had to kind of take a step back and evaluate a little bit. And I decided to just, take a breather and take some time for myself. But not this time. This year, I want this to be a great year. I want to meet as many people as I can. Yesterday was fantastic. Getting to finally meet some people. And it was just a wonderful time. I enjoyed it very much. And um, I'm looking forward to meeting more people in undisclosed locations. I'm looking to meet random person X because yeah, I don't like to give away too much information or too many details. And most people would say, well, Jared, if you're not going to tell us who it is or where you're going, why bring it up? Because to me, just know that I'm going to be busy, and that's all you need to know. I'm going to be out of the state of Michigan, not this weekend, but the next weekend following. I have plans to meet people and to make memories and to share laughter and to share great food. And yeah, we're going to make that happen. We're going to make some things happen. And I'm trying to live for the day. I'm trying to live for the moment. And yes, I do understand that my mom is going through a rough time right now. I plan on spending as much time with my mom as possible. I kind of got a third-degree lecture about that already, because I'm going to be leaving Michigan while my mom is in treatment. Um, and my mom is already well aware of where I'm going. She knows that I'm going to be out of the state for a few days, but I'm going to be coming back and I'm going to be spending as much time with her as possible. She didn't lay down a guilt trip. She didn't try to make me feel guilty or feel bad about going to meet some other people. And instead, she asked me questions like, "Well, how much was the plane ticket?" And she did ask me where I'm going, how long I'm going to be gone. And I gave her all the information she wanted to know. And she says, well, I hope you have a great time. And when you come back, I want to hear all about it. So she didn't try to guilt me out of going. She didn't guilt me into staying. She's pretty open and honest and understanding about some things. And she knows that I'm going to be there for her as much as possible. But at the same time, and even my dad told me this, he says, well, you got your life to live too. Whether you stay or go, what happens with me and your mom is just going to happen. Whether you stay here or you go somewhere else, it's not going to make a bit of difference. And one of my friends tried to kind of, lay down a little bit of a third degree on me. Well, you better do some soul searching and make a decision on as to whether or not you want to go or stay. I don't worry about me. Don't worry about that. Let me deal with that. Let me handle that situation. The only thing you need to be focused on is you and yours. And when I get to where I'm going, we're going to meet up. We're going to hang out. We're going to maybe have pizza and we're going to have a wonderful time. That's all you need to be concerned about. But I do appreciate the fact that this person who brought this to my attention cares enough to bring it to my attention. So in other words, had they not mentioned it, like, well, what about your mom? If they had not mentioned that, I would be kind of, I don't know. I might be thinking something different, but at the same time, it's like what I do is my business. I handle things in the best way I know how. And everybody knows, well, not everybody, but the people involved in my plans know what's happening. They know what's going on. So, yeah, I'll handle things on my own. You let me deal with that. You deal with your little family, and I'll deal with mine, and we'll go from there. But I'm really, just really super excited. Yesterday was the beginning of awesome things to come. I met lots of wonderful people yesterday, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had some pictures taken, and it was pretty cool. I'm looking forward to what is to come in the future, and that is the sound of my not my dog, it's my brother's dog, which, by the way, needs to go away, because it's kind of a nuisance, but, um, that's the dog you hear outside. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to what's to come and the people that I've been dying to meet for so many years, and, it's gonna be fantastic, it's gonna be great. And, I still keep in touch with, people via text message, email, phone call. Um, I still have that going on. I'm just a really busy guy. Everybody just wants a piece of Jer Bear. Well, you'll get your chance. You'll get your piece. Um, but in any event, I'm just really looking forward to the fun times, and um, I'm jovial about the times that I'm going to be spending with certain individuals, people I've been wanting to meet for just ages now. I've been wanting to meet them, and it's going to be a dream come true. So, and of course, with my mom, the situation with my mom, yeah, it sucks, and I'm worried for her. But as long as I keep her going, and I keep telling her, mom, it's going to be okay. You just got to keep your head up, stay positive, stay focused, stay driven. You're going to be fine. As long as I offer that to her, it'll bounce back to me. And she started crying. She says, I just want to see my kids. I said, Mom, you're going to see us. This was before I told her about um, my leaving, my departure. I'm going to be gone for a few days. Um, so yeah, we're getting all that straightened out. We're going to iron out some details. Um, and Janet Davis in chat says, hey, is there a reason why you blocked me on Facebook? Yeah, there is a reason because, um, and I'm always one to talk about, hey, if there's a misunderstanding, let's talk about it. So yeah, I'm going to talk about Janet. The reason I blocked you on Facebook is because I don't know you well enough to say that I can trust you when you're following all my public posts on Facebook, because I don't know who your connections are. I don't even know if Janet Davis is your real name. And a lot of strange things have been happening since you've been following me. So yeah, that's why I blocked you. Um, I I know we could have had this conversation in Messenger, but it was just a on the spur of the moment. I just don't want people that I don't know following me. Because I have too many so-called watchdogs, people who come here enough as it is and try to get information out of me that they're never gonna fucking get, and I don't know why they waste their time. And I'm not saying, Janet, that you are doing this or have done this, but if I really don't know you, I really don't want strangers knowing my personal business. Um, so that's why I blocked you. And I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings. That was not my intention. And yes, again, I realize we could have had this conversation on Messenger, but it was spur of the moment. I don't need people knowing my business, people I don't really know. Um, Although, you come here and you watch my channel, whatever. But I just I don't know who you are. I don't know who your connections are. And it's really I'm sorry, I just can't it's not a risk that I'm willing to take. Um Sorry if that upsets you, but that is the reality. I'm trying to just keep a low profile, although yeah, there are people who can follow my Facebook page publicly. Um but a lot of them do get blocked because I don't know what their intentions are. I don't know how they found my Facebook. I don't know why they're there to begin with. And I know that some of them are trolls. I can smell it a mile away. I can sense when someone's being dishonest, utterly dishonest, because if they're not sending me friend requests and if they're not following me, women who are, these are people who are posing as half naked women and they're single, which I don't buy for a fucking second. They follow me and they send me friend requests. They ultimately get blocked because I want no part of it. They're trying to con me into believing something is true and legitimate when in fact it isn't. So I don't have time for it. I'm living my life. I'm doing what I want to do. And again, Janet, I'm sorry if that offends you. I'm not accusing you of anything, but I just don't like a lot of people following my public Facebook. Um, and by the way, it would have been different if I would have vetted you first. Like, who are you and how did you find my Facebook account? I want to know who you are before I allow you into my life. I don't just allow random people coming in. I make that perfectly clear. You're going to be vetted. And that's the same as if you want to contact me away from social media, you're going to be vetted. I want to know who the hell I'm dealing with and what your intentions and motives are, which you have not given that. I never got that from you. So I have to be very careful because I don't know who I'm dealing with and I don't know who you are. I don't even know if your real name is Janet Davis. I don't know if your profile picture is who and what you say you are, um, or who you claim to be. It's just I have to be careful. I have to be very careful. So yeah, I'm sorry if that upset you or offended you, but I just don't have time to deal with drama. I don't have time to deal with people who are pretending to be something that they're not. And I'm trying my best to um, keep things on the down low and to not have a lot of people in my business. So there's that. That's my answer. Whether you accept it or not is entirely up to you, but it's not my problem anymore. So that's the best I can come up with. And whether you decide to stay subscribed to this channel or not is also entirely up to you. I really don't care. Um, but I have to be very cautious and careful on who I deal with because, like I said, I don't know what your intent. Like the last week, you asked me for names of the people who are giving you shit. Why would you need the names of the people who are giving me shit? If you look at Facebook, if you type in my name, you might be able to find the people who've been giving me shit and talking shit over the course of the last 3 years or longer, depending. Um, those people clearly have nothing better to do with their time other than to be assholes towards me and to run my name into the ground. I don't think I need to give names. Um, I'm out here living my life. I'm trying to live my life and do what I do accordingly. And you know, I don't need a lot of people in my personal life. I don't need a lot of people knowing my personal business. Um, that's that. I'll give you a chance to respond, but in either event, I'm going to continue doing what I do best, and that is not always. It's not always going to be something I put on Facebook. It's not even going to be something I mention here in my YouTube live stream because a lot of people don't need to fucking know what I do. It's no one's business what I do. The only people that it matters to are the people that I help, the people I see, the people I talk to. That's it. Nobody needs to know. I'm not important enough. I don't feel I'm important enough for people to know who I talk to and what I do with those people. It's no one's business unless they are up to no good and they want to know my whereabouts, who I'm talking to, unless they want to stalk me, which that's happened. And I've been accused of stalking many times, coming from people who fucking stalk. The irony, right? There's no reason for anybody to know every little nook and cranny and detail about my life. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, not you, Janet, but if you're friends with me on Facebook, even you know that I don't put all of my information out there, not in the sunset. This is a person I helped, and this is what I did in order to help them. Give me my pat on the back. I'm not a cult of personality like Tom fucking Mitchell. Okay, I don't need all of that attention. I'm not an attention seeker. I just do what I want to do, and that's it. Those people know who I am and what I've done for them, and for me, that's plenty. That's all I need. I don't need the whole world knowing who my connections are, who I talk to, what I do. It's not everybody's business. And as far as I'm concerned, Janet, I don't even know if your real name is Janet Davis. How do I know that you are really one of my haters, someone who's been giving me shit for the past 5 years? I don't know that. You could be another Justina Banks for all I know. So who knows? Or a Jack Karstens, you know, these people, which by the way, I know that it's not them. That's not their real name and it's not their true identity. That's been demonstrated to be the fucking case already. And every time I call them out on it, they're too much of cowards to admit that they've been lying all this time and making shit up about me to get back at me. So, Janet, I don't know if your real name is even Janet Davis. I don't know if you are truly who you claim to be. And I'm really not interested in knowing. You know, I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but I have to be very judicious on who I allow access to my life. If you can't understand that, well, there's other YouTube channels, there's other Facebook pages and accounts that you can go follow. Go follow them. Um, you know, I don't have time for the bullshit, and I'm trying to keep all the drama out. I'm trying to remain drama free. I'm trying to maintain the friendships I have and not have people being scared off or chased off by someone who wants to make shit up about me and claim that I'm saying and doing things that I have never said or done. I don't need that in my life. That ship has sailed and I put a stop to it. I don't need people to know what the fuck I do every second of every day, or I don't need people to know who I speak to or speak with. I don't need people to know what my destinations are. You don't need to know that. Why would anybody need to know this? Nobody needs to know. There's only two reasons why anybody would need to know that. Either they are up to no good and they're trying to pretend to be me, which that's happened before, or they want to know who I'm speaking to and where I'm going so they can run back and tell a bunch of bullshit to these people that I'm going to meet so they'll be afraid and scared and they won't, you know, my plans will be ruined. That's not going to fucking happen again. So are you still in chat, Janet? Or did I speak a little too much truth for you? And it's too much truth that you can handle. I'll give you a chance to respond, but I'm done. I don't know who you are. And it was actually a red flag to begin with when you asked me the names of all these people who've been giving me shit. You wouldn't need to know unless you did a Facebook search. You don't need to know I mean, go look this shit up. It's no secret. People they despise me because of a lie or something that someone made up. Go fucking look for yourself. It's not my job to do your homework for you. Go look. And she suddenly got quiet in chat. Out fucking standing, huh? Gee, what an amazing coincidence. I don't know. I don't know, Janet. What's going on here? What's the deal? You suddenly got quiet. But I'll give you a chance to respond. I'll give you ample opportunity because I've only got less than 20 minutes left in this show, and I'm not going to wait around for you to conjure up a response that may potentially be bullshit anyway. But if you're gonna, if you have something to say it now because you've only got less than 20 minutes. I'm only here for 1 hour. So fire away. I'll wait. But in any event, guys, while I wait for Janet's response, because she may not have a response, she may have left, because I may have what's the word I'm looking for? I may have sabotaged and foiled, or maybe shed light on a little bit of truth that she can't be courageous enough to respond to, and she hasn't. Come on, Janet. I'll give you time. I'll give you all the time you need. It's not a problem for me. You asked me a question, I gave you an answer. Whether it was satisfactory to your desire is not my issue. That is entirely yours. And if you can't accept that answer, well, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I think I may have said something that was true. I think I hit on a lot of separate issues and uh, ideas in that little spiel to Janet, which is why she has not responded. I don't even think she's in the chat log anymore. You wanted you wanted an answer to a question, Janet. I gave you an answer to your question. It may not be satisfactory to your standards, but tough shit. That's the answer I'm giving, and that's the answer you're getting. So please respond before the show ends because I'm not going to wait around all day for a response from you. I have another live stream that I have to watch, and I watch it weekly, which, by the way, it is called The Line, and it's going to have Matt Dillahunty, from former host of the Atheist Experience internet show. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide a link to that live stream. So here, I'm going to provide a link right now. Copy and paste. So a link to that will be appearing in the chat. So there it is. So I'm going to go into the chat log on the line right now because there's already moderators and other people in their chat log right now. Doing my live stream and while keeping in here to say hello. Okay. There's that. I said, hey everyone, doing my live stream while peeping in here to say hello. So Janet, I've given you ample opportunity to reply. I think I stumbled on some truth. because there is no response. And no response, by the way, Janet, is a fucking response. So congratulations. I think I've exposed um the very thing that you're trying to do. Yeah, probably a spy. Hello, Kay. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. Yeah, probably a spy. That was my suspicion. Um, because hey, Janet, no reply is still a fucking reply. No response is still a response. You ran away, Janet. Why? Why did you just duck and dodge all of a sudden? You asked a question and I gave an answer, and you fucking ran away. Hey Kay, I think I've spotted another fucking coward. But that's okay, Janet. That's okay. You still have a chance to give me an answer. And if you decide to come back in 2 weeks, because that's when the next Sunday video update will be in 2 weeks on the 23rd, if you can come up with a response that may be beneficial to a conversation, then you are more than welcome to come back. But your bullshit, just coming in, asking a question, and leaving, well, that's got to be the most cowardly thing you could do. I don't think Janet's real. Um, oh yes, I love cookies. I love cookies says good luck. Let's see here. I got cookies. I shared a link to this live stream in my chat log. And I hope I didn't break the rules. Uh, so how you been, Kay? Which I know who you are, Kay. I'm not going to say your name. How you doing? How's the family? I'll give you a chance to respond if you're still here. I don't have time for people who are dishonest and deceitful. I don't have time for it. I have better things to do with my time than to waste it on people who are going to be dishonest and um, try to bullshit me or con me into believing something that's not true. I don't buy it. It's amazing to me how this Janet Davis asked one fucking question and cannot come back and reply. I'm just blown away. Maybe I stumbled onto something. I think you're right, Kay. I honestly think you're right. Because if it wasn't true, they would defend it. And they have not defended that little spiel that I just said. They have not fought back on this. They have not said, "No, I am not a spy," or "I'm not a this," or "I'm not that." That's not what's really happening. They don't bother to offer up any kind of response. So I think you may be right, Kay. I think I have exposed another fucking troll, one of my haters pretending to be someone else coming under a fake fucking name to try to get information out of me. Well, congratulations. You have failed again. Oh, boy, oh boy. And this would be the perfect time for my dad and Amy to be here right now, but they're gone. They're doing their own thing, which is cool. Um, I don't have a problem doing the Sunday video updates by myself, which I told them I can fly solo. I can do this shit with my eyes closed and hands tied behind my back. Wouldn't matter to me. Um, I'm gonna do the Sunday video update irrespective of their presence. But it's nice to have Dad and Amy here because if I run out of things to say, they might have a different subject. They might have something new to talk about and introduce into conversation, which then will prompt me to talk about that and elaborate on the things that they want to talk about. But they are gone. So I have nothing to talk about. Well, that's good. I'm not glad that you're tired, but I'm glad that you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing well. I got to meet you too. I got to meet you and your family as well. We'll have to definitely, and you're within driving distance. I mean, yeah, you're a couple states away, but it would be a nice little road trip, and it would be worth coming down to meet you and the kids and to get to know everybody. And Well, maybe not everybody. You know who I'm talking about. Mainly just you and the kids. You're the only people I want to meet, and maybe the husband, if the husband's present. Um, it's not a big deal. Um, it's not a deal at all, actually. But yeah, again, it just that illustrates my point right there about this Janet Davis. Too much time on your hands. If you're someone who doesn't like me, and if you're too much of a fucking coward to be yourself and to tell me who you are, then I am not interested in conversation. Now, I make an exception for Kay because I know who Kay is, and she's not giving any further information, and I'm not giving further information. We both know who Kay is. Janet Davis, on the other hand, I don't know. They followed my public post on Facebook, and I ended up blocking them because they were not vetted. Wow, I got 6 viewers. That's the most viewers I've had in quite some time. Imagine that. Gee whiz. There's 6 people watching. I'm assuming that one of them is me. I don't know why YouTube does that. Of course, there's going to be at least one person watching, the person who's doing the live stream, unless it's 6 other people, 6 other individuals, including UK. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how YouTube does that, but it's interesting to know. But yesterday was yesterday was a great day. I enjoyed it, and I'm not going to give any not a lot of information, but just know that everybody was happy to see me. I was happy to see them. It was a great time. It was a much needed uh, day for me to unwind and relax and to think about something else and to focus on other things for a change because I'm just constantly worried about my mom. I'm worried about my dad. I'm worried about a lot of different things that a guy my age shouldn't have to worry about, but I do. And, I'm human. I make mistakes just like anybody else. I'm not perfect. I'm not a cult of personality. I don't expect people to shower me and praise me, and that's Tom Mitchell, by the way. Uh, I don't expect that from anybody. I am just another person, another dumbass who doesn't. I'm not. I don't know everything, but I'm always quick to learn, and I am very intolerant of bullshit and lies and bad arguments. That's just my nature, man. Are you still in chat, Kay? What you doing, Barkley? My dog over there off camera. Um, so we're I lost half of my viewers. Okay. That's great. That's fine. I know I shouldn't pay attention to that because it's not a big deal, but we're down to the last I'd say about 7 minutes of the show. This is going to be the last show for the next 2 weeks. Kay, I wasn't sure if you were aware of that, but I'm taking off next week because next week is Easter and I'm going to be extremely busy from morning until night. And then the week after that, on the 16th, I'm not going to be in Michigan. I'm going to be gone. So, yeah. So the next 2 weeks of the Sunday video will be void. There will be no Sunday video update next week or the week after. I will be back on the 23rd. That is a programming note, by the way, that I mentioned at the top of the live stream. But yeah, I'm going to be away. I'm going to be gone. So if you're looking on my Facebook right now, Janet Davis, trying to get information, you're not going to get it. And you're not going to get it here on the whereabouts of where I'm going and who I'm going to go see. You're not going to get any of that information anywhere. So don't waste your time because it's not going to happen. I just don't need people knowing my personal life. I only share details that I wish to share. Um, and, I don't, I just don't need the drama. And by the way, Kay, if you're still here, Yeah, this Janet Davis person was not vetted. They just started to follow my my public YouTube posts, or not YouTube, I'm sorry, Facebook. And I kind of take issue with that because for no other reason, why would any stranger follow me when they have no real legitimate reason to follow me other than trying to get information out of me, which is just not going to work. It's not going to happen. Um, oh, good. You're still here. Okay, good. We're gonna hang out here for about the next 5 minutes. I'm gonna go watch Matt Dillahunty on the Line, which is another YouTube channel, and I'm gonna see if anybody replied to my comment. Oh, I got cookies. Was watching. I got cookies. Hello, I got cookies. Um, yeah, I'm kind of like Matt. Matt Dillahunty kind of rubbed off on me a little bit, being a no nonsense, no bullshit kind of guy. Cookies, if you're still here watching. Um, I appreciate you stopping by in my chat log. Yeah, we'll keep in touch, Kay. Because I really want to meet you. We've been talking for all these years, and I really want to meet you. I want to meet that cancer warrior of yours, and I say that with great confidence because I know who Kay is, and Kay doesn't tolerate lies either. She knows now that if anybody's going to come at her with bullshit, they got they got some work to do. They got the work cut out for them, in other words, because Kay now understands that she can't just believe things without evidence, without proof. And if anybody comes to her, guess what? I know about it. I know about it. So don't try to go to her and bullshit her because she's too quick. She's fast on her feet. That's my girl. She's fast on her feet. Don't even fuck with her. Don't even try to tell her anything because it all comes back to me. And she does give names. And she gives me the heads up on who to look for and what to watch out for. So I know she's got my back and I got hers too. So, and it's, by the way, before I wrap this up, I want to say that I was accused of gaslighting, which if you really have an understanding of what gaslighting means, gaslighting is when you twist reality to try to make someone think that they're wrong or unreasonable and that they're believing things for batshit crazy ideas and or for batshit crazy reasons. That's not what I do. I don't gaslight people. I call a spade, which is not the same as gaslighting. Calling a spade means that if you're going to believe shit for no good reason, I'm going to fucking call you out on that. And if you're going to make decisions based on just words alone, because claims aren't evidence. So if you're going to believe things for no good reason, I'm going to fucking put you on blast until you do get it. That you're wrong for believing things without proof. And I'll whip you into shape one way or the other. You will understand. And if you don't want to think about things and evaluate things, well, that's not me gaslighting you. That's just saying that you're a fucking fool for believing things to which there is no good reason to believe it. It lacks the evidence that is required to make a determination based on what's being said and the claims being made. Matt Dillahunty will fucking tell you that. And hey, I'm a big fan of Matt. I've been a fan of Matt Dillahunty for any number of years. But he's not with the ACA anymore. He's doing this program I'm about to watch here in a few minutes. It's called The Line. And I'm gonna go watch him and let's see who's the special guest. Jimmy Snow. Jimmy Snow. Perfect. So anyway, guys, we are down to the last minute of this Sunday video update. My name is Jared Fuller. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being so awesome. Janet, time's up, motherfucker. I gave you plenty of opportunity to respond. You wouldn't do it. So now you can piss off into purple oblivion. I will be back in 2 weeks on April 23rd. I hope you all have a wonderful week or the next couple of weeks. I will be out of the state from well, I'm not going to give the dates either, but just know that on the weekend of the 16th, I will not be here. And next week is Easter. I hope you all have a wonderful Easter and spending it with loved ones and close family and such. Eat delicious food. And I will be back in 2 weeks on the 23rd. So much love. Kay, we'll keep in touch. Janet, sorry about your luck. I love y'all. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. So much love. Take care of yourselves and each other and your neighbors and do the right thing. That's the important thing. Much love. Take care.